So, the next day, eh? The guy washed his clothes. This would work.
Quick trip to the town, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
I'll presume that you're looking to travel reasonably quickly. Turns out to have been a bit of a wasted trip. The town hasn't been there more than a few hundred years, so they've got no real information on who might have been here. Well, some information on who was here previously, but not enough to make any real useful difference to you.
So I guess the question is, George, are you going to write back or pretend you had a lot of reading to do and just buy a lot of shit for yourself?
No, if we don't need anything, then I'm not going to buy anything. I'm just going to go to the right courts.
Go to the what?
Yeah, we just established that the town wouldn't be any help in that regard.
So, in the end, I don't actually have to do anything.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
So that's why I made this
You
comment.
waste the day.
Yeah. Are you just going to pretend there was actually anything to read? And just stay in the town for a little bit, away from us, uncouth peasants?
Wait, have you already decided that this was a waste of time after I left?
No, it's
No, you
the
found this
GM.
when you got there.
Yeah, the GM has said it was a waste of time. You got there, you found nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we didn't just magically come to realization. Yeah, we probably should have sent him. Yeah, but fuck the crane.
I thought... Fine. Sure, I'll just head straight back.
Do you want to pick up any supplies or anything?
No.
Okay. Just thought you might have taken the opportunity to if you wanted anything.
No.
No mercenaries.
Maybe some tea, maybe? For the fellow crane?
Don't we have tea?
Well, not good
We
tea.
do. It's inferior tea, though.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
This would be
buy
your
some tea in a
opportunity.
crane tree.
If you pick up high quality tea, you're doing a little bit of politicking, and I just thought you might like this. A little something I picked up while I was out.
Am I familiar with the specific brand, or well, it wouldn't be a brand, but the particular type of tea you like?
Totally a brand.
Were you involved in examining the poisoned tea?
I don't think you were.
I did taste the tea briefly, remember? So I probably might be familiar with the flavor.
The flavour of poison tea, yes.
Well, the poison's not going to influence the flavor that much.
No,
So basically you're going to go to a tea merchant and just ask, could you put a little poison in it? It's not tasting right.
the poison should be tasteless, otherwise he would have noticed it.
Yeah.
So would I have recognized the particular tea from the taste, the brief taste?
I think we'll need an intelligence roll for that.
Not a culinary roll.
Do you have
That-
tea ceremony?
Oh yes, I have tea ceremony.
Intelligence tea ceremony.
Wait, isn't tea ceremony a void skill?
Yeah, it's a spell.
It is, but you're trying to identify the tea being used.
Okay,
You're
so
not actually doing the tea ceremony.
right, so this should
Oh,
be
right, yeah. Not a spell, it is a skill.
25.
Yes, you're reasonably sure you know what blend he was using.
All right, I will try and find that particular blend in town, and we'll purchase some.
Get the name of the merchant as well,
Oh yes, yes.
so that we can direct him to a nice merchant that has it, not a merchant that's trying to poison him.
Yep. Takes you a couple of hours, but you do actually manage to track down a tea merchant carrying this specific blend.
Hmm.
You examine it carefully, find no little white dots on it.
Would it be proper to ask that the specific
it's
merchant,
poison.
whoever else, would also carry this blend in the area?
You could if you wanted to.
I shall do so.
Well, the poison tea was from his hometown, back before he left.
Yeah, but the blend has to have come from somewhere.
Or it could be widely distributed throughout the entire crane area.
Fair point.
Yeah. High quality tea would tend to be distributed to the higher ranking nobles across at least 10 lands. if not beyond that.
Right. So,
Anybody who has the ability to appreciate a good tea.
right.
Although it
So
would be fun to see Pure just go on
I'm not. No.
independent quest just to hunt
This is
down a guy.
this is a wild goose chase. We've already gone on plenty of wild goose chases.
Then
Let's not
come
start-
back with
We're still going on one.
then you just come back 2 weeks later with a random hit of a guy he thought might have done it.
Yeah. This guy was drinking tea.
And the
This
severed
isn't-
head.
Yes.
No, let's not investigate this. I'm just gonna buy the tea.
Okay, how much do you want to pick up?
Well, we probably still want maybe like 3 weeks worth, since we're nearly a week. We're pretty much a week into this at this stage.
So say a month's worth to be on the safe side?
Yes.
Okay, that will be 2 boo.
2 boo. I need to find my. I'm looking through my character manager. I can't find where my money is. Oh, there it is. 2 boo. How many boo in a koku?
5.
Okay. Okay, good.
So you will pick up the tea and then head back.
Yes.
Since you didn't have to spend all day researching, you'll probably get in late afternoon, early evening, so probably about the time of the evening meal, give or take.
Rightio.
So for those who are heading off into the Northlands,
Yep.
you won't be able to go as fast as you figured on, since you got 2 people on 1 horse. That will slow you down a bit.
Faster than walking.
It is faster than walking, or at least less tiring.
Put him in the sack.
Within the first hour or so, you're getting really, really irritated by that bird screeching. Because
Who knew?
it's screeching like about a foot behind your ear. On the other hand, it's not biting your ear, so you're kind of one up on the falcon.
Yeah.
Still irritating though.
The member of the Falcon clan having a falcon is really... It's having to make me double check some of the things you're saying sometimes.
Okay, I'll use bird instead then.
Yes, that would be good.
Yep. So, takes you probably about an hour, maybe a little bit more, to get to the edge of the forest and to find the markers that you'd left previously. Have you told Toritaka much about what's happened previously?
Well, I guess we told him on the way. Well, yeah, I guess the
Yeah,
priest did.
Yeah, I still don't want to really mention the fact that the spirits passed through, but that we had heard of, an area to the north which may be afflicted in some way.
But is there any real harm in telling him the full story?
No, because you shit.
I'm saying what I would have told him. If any of you guys would just want to straight out to him
Oh,
and tell
right,
him,
yeah.
oh yeah, well this
He's
thing
on your
happened,
horse,
go
so you don't want talking to him, so no.
Well, I mean, the night before, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't told him.
Okay. Well, I guess we can always we can always talk to him on the way there or when we see him, whatever. We'll probably let him in on a secret at some point.
Yeah. Okay, so we've reached the overgrown cherry trees, or what was once cherry trees, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Now, the earth elements in particular were the ones that were unhappy with him. So I would like to summon... No, I'd like to... First of all, sense for an earth element. Earth elemental.
Okay.
Okay, 2...
Well, we're in the close to the forest, so they're still all around us.
No, but as was mentioned in the first part of this, there's not many kami around here. At
Oh,
least in the
right.
town, there's not many kami at all in the town. 11. enough to sense an earth spirit?
Normally enough, but there don't seem to be any in this area.
Okay, so it's almost as if the spirits are basically dead, or the spirits are driven away, sort of thing.
They seem to be absent for some reason. You have noticed that in this area. They're harder to contact. You suspect the only reason that you may have gotten the one last night was it may have...
It was following him.
or at least attracted to him. But you've then placated it with the incense and prayers last night.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at least we know there's no hitman actually following us.
Yeah, okay then.
So, tracking them?
Yeah, you go ahead and start tracking.
The hunting, yeah.
Yeah, I guess while you're tracking, I'm also going to be seeing if there's any sort of signs of, I don't know, magically accelerated growth or something, poison, stuff like that.
Okay, so I spent a volume point to increase my rolls by 1k1, and I got a 36.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure you've found the tracks from the other night. They are getting fainter. You know, it's been a while. So you will need to make periodic rolls to see if you can keep following them.
Right.
Okay, before we start heading off, do I find any indication of any sort of magical involvement here? What would I need to roll for that?
Let's go investigation for that one.
Investigation.
Well, actually, would I actually have had to spend any roll to actually find the tracks from before, since we left behind indicators, markers?
If you remember, you tracked them to the edge of the wood, you lost them in the wood. So you left the markers at the last point where you knew you found them. Yeah. And you're now doing a new roll from that to find them further on from there.
Okay, so the roll I just did was to actually start tracking them.
Yeah, to pick them up again.
Yeah, okay.
I got a 23 on the investigation.
It just looks like natural forest growth. If this was originally planted by someone, and the trees do look to be fairly regular. You're talking probably a few centuries of, normal growth. So there are smaller trees in amongst the larger ones. There's underbrush, signs of animals.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll also ask Toritaka if does he know anything about what his family's lands here? Did they farm anything? Did they have cherry trees, maybe?
Well, these were not my family's lands. My family's lands are back in the Falcon.
Oh yeah. Ignore that. Ignore that. I didn't ask that.
I have a name of a crab who was reported to live in this area, but this may not have been where he lived. It may have been further to the north. Unfortunately, I have very little information.
I think at some point I got the wrong end of the stick then, because I was thinking it was lands here that were afflicting his family for some reason.
No, there's a curse on his family. Yeah. He doesn't know exactly why, but a historian ancestor of his thinks that this crab may have been involved or may have known something about the origins of the curse. Yeah. The crab lived centuries ago, so he's hoping to try and pick up an ancestor or find the guy's house, some writings, something that might help him shed some light on it.
Okay then. Okay, back over to our hunter.
Yep. So you've managed to pick up the tracks again. Heading more or less north, maybe swinging slightly to the west. Not directly north. So you follow them for about half an hour and give me another tracking roll.
Right. 30. And there's no void point this time.
Okay, yep. Still going. You're now up to about midday. So far, you haven't found anything that looks like a house. So, do you want to press on or head back to the village?
Press on, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Another roll?
Another roll, please.
19. Is 19 good enough for you?
Not this time, I'm afraid.
Oh, so re-roll. 29.
Yep, you have to double back a bit, you lose some time, but you pick up the tracks again.
I'm now out of void points. Joy.
So, you spend another hour or two traveling.
I offer you some tea.
Oh, right, yeah, we could do a tea ceremony. Yeah.
I can do it.
Tea ceremony in the middle of the wilderness.
We can break for lunch.
Well, it is that time.
Let's do that. Give me a point back.
I can give you all
Depending-
points back.
All
Depending
points,
on
okay.
how well the tea ceremony goes.
Oh, so yeah, we have to roll for that then.
Yes.
Yeah.
How long would the tea ceremony take? How long would we potentially lose doing that?
I'm just having a quick check on that.
I need to jot this information down, well, into my actual skills section.
Also, would the Falcon guy be part of this?
Tea ceremony takes 30 minutes, requires a quiet location. Well, you're in the
Takes
middle of the wilderness.
30 minutes to completely succeed. So half an hour. It requires a quiet location to be conducted.
Mm-hmm.
So when conducting a tea ceremony, you make a tea ceremony void roll. Your target number will be 20.
20.
If the skill roll is successful, all participants regain a spent void point.
Oh, a spent. Okay.
Yep.
If your tea ceremony is rank 5, then all participants regain 2 void points rather than
Oh,
1.
that's where it is. Okay, I'll be rolling 3k2. I could take a shot, but I'm not sure that I'd be able to make.
You could spend a
requirement.
1 point to increase by 1k1,
Yeah,
which you would then get
yeah.
back.
Yeah, that's some nice logic there, isn't it?
Power
Yeah.
gaming.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll take lunch and I'll perform a tea ceremony. So 4k3, 22.
Falcon's doing a bit of shrieking until Toritaka-san feeds it something.
22. We all get a void point back.
Hey.
Toritaka apologizes for the bird's behavior. It bites him.
I'm getting so tempted just to put that thing on fire.
Ow.
I will
But-
appease the fire kami with your bird.
Yep. I'm wondering if the bird is involved in the curse.
Probably is.
For all you know, the bird may be the curse.
No, so see.
Oh, right, yeah.
Certainly acts like it.
How long has the bird been in your family?
What? You telepathically say that from across?
No. It's just
From across
hypothetical.
space and time.
He shouts really loudly.
How about the bird in your family? Family.
Though that might disturb the Go game.
True.
Okay, so another tracking roll.
39.
Okay.
And then out of points. Again. Nazi ceremony.
Well, you've followed them a fair distance. I mean, you're getting to the point now where if you want to get back by nightfall, this is kind of the point you're going to need to turn around. So it's like, do you press on or do you go back?
Well, I guess-
Toritaka-san... No, go ahead.
No, I guess if we press on, we'll probably end up being able to find back again because it's dark.
Mhm.
You know, with our luck and the curse guy along with us, wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah,
I mean, I have no points left. I'm just saying. We
Yeah,
can
I
press
mean,
on, but my luck is kind of
just
running
how
out
much
now.
further north can this damn thing go? That's
Well,
a
we're
lot.
seeing on the map quite a lot.
well, of course, there's also the thing that the tracks will degrade even further.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
I mean, why not just?
I say
why
I
not,
say I say we
why
go
not-
back. Oh, sorry, Eldest.
No, why not just send this guy on his way? You know, give him the info.
Whatever.
You know, whatever we saw with the ghostly figures or the not ghostly figures or whoever the fuck came into town.
Yeah, I guess when we broke for lunch and also had the tea ceremony, I would have fessed up and said, "Look, okay, here's what happened. There was what we believe to be spirits, but not ghostly spirits, entered the town the day before you arrived. And this is apparently something which happens to the town every 11 years, 11 months, 11 days. For as long as anyone can remember. And one of those samurai was a Hida. We didn't get the full name, but it may well have been the Hida that you're looking for.
The Hida also had the Mon of the Emerald Champion.
Yes, and he was the Mon of the Emerald. He was the Hida was also accompanied by a unicorn as well. And when they left town, they rode this track that we've been following, that we believe we've been following.
So he's very excited by this knowledge. He's, I think perhaps my luck has finally turned, and I have all of you to thank for it.
Now we're going to send him out alone, which probably means his death.
He's quite happy to press on alone.
Yeah, does he have a tent and stuff?
He's got a small travelling pack.
Okay, so yeah, I'll assume he's got enough to be able to make camp and stuff then.
Am I the only one thinking that that's getting those two together might result in something good happening for us? Potential ally maybe.
Maybe just with what we've done.
Yeah, I guess the question is: do we want to just go back to our primary objective or help this guy out?
Well, the thing is, if we help this guy out, we're basically splitting the party.
Yeah.
And we don't know for how long or for what distance apart.
No, we don't know how long this is going to go for.
And for all we know, we could walk another 10 miles and then we will walk off a cliff because the world ended.
Yep.
I just kind of guess. I don't really see Harry being the GM who's just going to set a trap for us. Like we're going to keep going and then it's just going to close in and bam, he's got us now. It just seems like an exciting adventure we could have had if we don't go with him or help him.
Well, if we do go, we've still got to then come back to town to tell you guys we're going to press on with this guy.
Well, defeats the whole point of pressing on, doesn't it?
Yeah, we
exactly.
would just
We'd be going back we'd be going back another half day to then spend the night to then leave the next day and continue on for as long as it took.
Do that.
And also, I'm not quite sure what that would do in terms to our honour standing for abandoning our primary mission.
Well, stupid non-adventurous setting.
Yeah.
You've done what you can without compromising your primary mission at the moment. It's up to you on whether or not you want to press on or return to keep an eye on the Go ceremony, the Go match.
So we wouldn't be able to press on further without it getting too dark.
Well, if you press on further, by the time you get back to the village, it'll be past dark. And you'd be trying to navigate back there in the dark.
Right. So that would be too risky.
Well, it would be more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I think that the main concern I have is that we never said that we were going to be away overnight. So, by right, we should get back. We've gone as far as we can. We've given him the information. What I would also say is, I'll tell him that I expect us to be at the town for another couple of weeks. If he does require any assistance, then come back, and we'll see what we can do.
I guess I'll offer him my week's rations.
He gratefully accepts.
All right, so that will happen. Okay.
I'd say I'd give him a blessing, but that's probably not going to be a good idea.
Yes, I bless
The
you.
attention of the kami to you.
Yeah.
May the kami watch over you. They already are.
Could you give him a spray bottle to spray on the commies if they come back?
Don't think that would help that much.
Give him some mace, spirit mace.
Spirit mace.
Okay, so what is your current honor?
Mine, 4.5.
Okay.
2.5. Yes, my honorless dog.
Okay.
But under 2, that's honorless dog, right? 2 is just disgusting person. Or whatever it's called.
You both gain 4 points of honor.
So does that put me to 4.9 or?
Yeah, these are
4.9. Okay,
points.
so it's technically I don't add another tick.
So I'm almost socially acceptable.
You're getting there.
You're getting there. You're showing honor to one beneath your station. Technically, he's the same station as you, but you've shown him more honor by your actions.
And for me also as well, he's a minor clan as well, I expect. So.
Yeah.
I'm just putting an actual number value in here alongside all my ticks.
Okay.
So did we establish that it was Earth Kami that were pissed off with him, or every Kami generally?
It was the Earth Kami in particular that were acting against him.
Well, at least in this town or village.
Yeah, in the town.
There was a minor earthquake.
Yeah, but I know about the Earth Kami, but is it Kami generally or just Earth Kami?
You haven't seen any evidence of anything else. So the only thing you can say for certain at the moment is the Earth Kami.
Right, because I'm thinking about poison seeds.
It's definitely an Earth-based thing, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's why I was thinking about the forest and such. Has it essentially been like magically poisoned or something, or maybe just regularly poisoned?
You haven't seen anything that would indicate any kind of poisoning of the forest.
Yeah, just idle.
It's that
an
second,
idle. I'm just thinking about this fucking haiku all the time.
It's that second line. Seeds left to grow wicked fruit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that could also be a mention of a prodigy.
Possibly. Yeah.
A mention of a what?
Wicked fruit being cursed offspring.
Yeah.
It could refer to the Dark Moto. The seeds was when the Moto invaded the Shadowlands. Not all of them, well, there were the few that became the Dark Moto. Seeds which grew into evil fruit.
Oh no, ominous foreshadowing.
It's another possibility.
All right.
I think this is all leading up to our next campaign. We let him head off and we head back.
Yep. He eagerly heads off following the tracks. Two of you turn around and start making your way back to the village. You've still got plenty of daylight, so you should be able to get back by about the time of the evening meal. You can push a little harder at any rate.
Okay.
So back in the village, the day passes relatively quietly. Masters continue their game. Village life seems to be returned to normal. The excitement is over for another generation. It's not a particularly exciting village.
It's like the carnival comes once a year.
Pretty
So it
much.
comes once a generation.
Well, there's no real reason for anybody to come here. There's nothing.
This is a town ripe for growing adventurers.
Well, they've got nothing else to do. You might as well grow up and get out of there.
Yep.
So, everybody gets back by about the time of the evening meal. Including the cat, by the sound of it.
He wants his evening meal.
Do I take
No,
a
I think this village needs,
No, it's
needs
okay.
a standard attack, to grow potential heroes.
But actually, it's literally like 30 seconds. I'll be back.
Okay.
Come on.
So, for those who were in the village over the day, is there anything that you wanted specifically to do?
Not much to do, as you said. It's a very boring village.
Yeah.
It is, but at the moment, boring and quiet is just what you need for this game.
There we go. The catty has been pacified. I was trying to make that work into Cammy, but it didn't.
You failed. No, I'm happy just kicking back, taking it easy. Nothing special I want to do in this village
Okay.
during this day.
There's nothing to do, really.
Okay. Evening comes. The masters break for their evening meal.
I'm back.
People return.
So I guess we asked Pure if he found anything, or also Ginger does.
Sadly, my exploration of the records was not fruitful in the slightest. Although I did pick up the same type of tea of the blend that I need to look up his name again.
Kita-sama, I believe.
Kita-sama prefers, so at least now we will have the proper tea that isn't poisoned.
Did you just blurt this out in front of him?
No.
Just clarifying.
I speak with an outdoor voice.
Because we've still
all the
not
time.
told him that it was poisoned yet.
I
Not
know.
Directly.
Wow, we still haven't done that?
Nope.
He still just thinks the tea was just off.
Yes.
It may have been contaminated somehow, like a tea blight or something.
I guess we probably should tell him that someone's trying to kill him before he leaves back home.
It could have just
Yeah.
been a bad
You don't
I know.
know that.
Might extend his longevity a little bit.
In any case, fresh tea.
Fresh tea is always a good thing.
I should probably give this to the servant instead of directly to Kita-sama.
Why?
I don't know, because he's the one who prepares the tea for him.
Yeah.
Depends. I mean, you could give it to the servant, or you could make a small gift-giving ceremony.
Yep.
All right, yeah, and gain
know how much you
honor or
love
something
those?
from that.
Gift-giving ceremony. Does this require a dice roll?
Now, it requires you to gift him it 3 times. You know how it goes.
Please take this. Please
Yeah,
take this.
you gift, he refuses. You gift, he refuses. You gift, he accepts.
Or we do one courtier roll.
I'd
Or
rather
that.
do a courtier roll, because I have rank 3 courtier.
Wow, look at you, Mr. Social. A social psychopath.
I've been locked in a tower with magic all my life. I have no social skills.
I got a 36 on my courtier roll.
He is very much appreciative of your consideration and kindness. And we'll be sure to mention this to your daimyo.
Hooray.
You're from the same
yeah, I
family.
like the underwhelming response. Hooray.
From the same family.
You've done a good thing for an important member of your family.
Good job.
It could be seen as being expected, but it's still, he appreciates the kindness of it.
Are the others back yet?
Yep, everybody's getting back in now.
I guess we regale the party with the exploits.
Or lack of exploits.
Yes,
Oh, we got rid of him.
that is true.
We have sent him off into the wilderness with enough food for a week.
And his belongings on his back.
Well, if he doesn't come back within a week, then we're good.
Well, depending how strong survivability is, and if this falcon actually wants him dead or wants to keep him alive. Again, going back to the Rinsford kind of curse, like, is the curse keeping him alive to suffer, or is it actually going out to kill him?
Also, what would happen if he could actually die, and he did die? Where would the curse go? Would it go to the last people that saw him alive?
No, because it's on his family.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Maybe the curse isn't that
Well, the evidence certainly suggests that it's been kept within his family.
How do you know that?
Because of what we were told earlier on. So his entire family has basically had this coming down.
Yeah.
Well, his particular line in this
Yeah,
family,
his line, yeah.
not the entire Toritaka family.
Yeah. Also, I keep mixing up the Japanese large-scale family with regards to just the parental unit family.
This bloodline, we'll call it.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, it's unlikely that whatever his ancestor did would end up with you.
I mean, if you want, I'll do a spellcraft roll. Well, that's not really it, is it? Or shugenja, maybe?
Lore shugenja or lore curses, maybe?
I don't have curses.
I'm not sure there is a curses one, but lore spirits, maybe.
It may well be a low one as well, if there is. 5k4. 41.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody has offended the kami, then that can pass down through their own bloodline. But you're not a member of that family. There's no reason for the kami to hold you similarly responsible.
It's not like leprosy.
No. If you became part of his family, then
Yeah, married into his family, yeah. Sort of.
Married into his family or declared blood brotherhood or something along those lines.
Right, okay.
Theoretically, it could affect you. But as things stand at the moment, there's no real way you could catch it.
It's like the common cold. Except it's the uncommon cold.
So, on a completely unrelated note, is your character actually married, Edge? And would she actually be interested in a possible marriage? I mean, the possible suitor might have his own bird. I mean, that's kind of something.
I'm trying to figure out if you're asking for yourself and whether or not she would just slap you.
Well, since my character really doesn't like your type.
Yeah. Priestly types, yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, no, my character is not married.
So what do you guys say? Do we want to spice up our adventure life by getting a curse on us? What do you say? Come on. Hands up. Oh, you're boring.
What? You couldn't see my hand.
I have to make a living with the
right,
cami. I'd rather not anger them.
Well,
Enough
it
doing
would
my
be
job up here with there being so few of them.
being cursed and being able to live to appease the commies all the time would give you something to do, like daily.
I'm not sure that's the kind of job security he's after.
I would go through a lot of incense.
Incense is expensive.
I'd probably just work my way straight up to blood rituals.
Oh, well, in that case, we would be well within our rights to just execute you.
I'll be right back.
Well, executing him might be a little bit of overkill, but yeah, it's something to keep in mind for later.
Well, if he's going to be doing blood magic, then yeah.
Yep.
Is blood magic even a thing in this
Oh yes.
world? It is?
It is.
Maho.
It is.
It's definitely not something that's in the player handbook, so I guess we can't take it.
Let me put it this way: Maho Tsukai are about on par with the followers of Chaos in the Dark Heresy game.
Right, so bosses.
There is a Crab Inquisition dedicated to hunting them down.
Oh, let's join that.
Yeah, that's
Heresy!
They're too clean. We must purge them.
Right.
So I guess the day just continues.
Yep. The next few days are fairly quiet. Nothing particularly strange occurs. A few minor inconveniences. Children needing to be reminded, not to play near the temple. The town drunk having sobered up, gotten drunk again. Started
Oh, he
haranguing-
came back.
Yeah, I was wondering, when did he come back?
started
The
haranguing
cow is
orcs.
available.
Oh,
You persuade him that it's in his best interest to go and fall in the river for a while.
Repeatedly.
At least until he sobers up. But, nothing too out of the ordinary. So, let's see.
Are the villagers still incessantly interested in what's going on at the shrine? Because that was a thing that started up.
It's kind of got to the point where, they've had a look. It's two guys sitting there quietly. This is boring.
so basically just going,
They might just
what's on the other channel?
have a look at the end of the day. It's like, yep, they're still there. How much longer are they going to be there? I don't know. What are they doing? Playing a game. Huh? For this long?
I guess the peasants were hoping to see something mildly more entertaining than their normal life. Sadly, they were disappointed.
I'm just waiting for them to get to the end of the first game, and then the loser just says, best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have any plans for the rest of the year.
Oh, well, maybe I
Because
did.
at that point, we might as well just buy the entire town.
Right, we'll buy this we will buy this shithole for the United Clan of Phoenix Crab Cranium. Turtle doesn't get mentioned.
Oh.
No,
Well, I
just
guess
the dragon,
that means I can leave.
I thought I managed to fit dragon in there somewhere. Sorry.
Nah, you can have it. I'm not interested.
Okay, so mid-afternoon, who's about, who's where?
Mid-afternoon, that would be eldest switching over to... No, me. I'd be mid-afternoon.
Okay, so we're now 3 days after you dispatched the Falcon off into the wilderness.
Day 9, then?
Day 9, day 10, somewhere thereabouts. The game looks to be maybe close to halfway over at this point.
Oh joy!
Lovely.
They're playing a bit faster.
I expect as it gets towards the end, it's just going to become frantic movements.
Yeah, you would expect it to pick up a bit. Again, the speed is kind of rising and falling, so...
Yeah.
So anybody walking around the outskirts, the edge of the village, can give me a roll.
Well, not the outskirts.
Well, Main Street, anywhere that would have a view towards the northern rice fields.
Okay, just perception.
Perception, investigation with an emphasis of notice.
41.
Investigation 4K3. 32.
17.
Yep. There is a bedraggled figure staggering through
Oh
the rice
no,
fields
not
towards you.
Oh,
bedraggled.
Joy! He's back! Can I ask more rations back then?
Falcon probably ate it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Also, he's probably cursed.
There's no sign of the falcon,
Uh-oh.
and he appears to be bleeding quite heavily.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Told you
well,
we shouldn't have left
if I
him.
see this, then I'm going over there and I'm healing him.
You're
Bandit time.
Okay.
I want to be officially know now that I was against leaving him. I wanted to have an adventure with him. Please don't curse me.
Actually, no, I'm not going to go straight over and heal. I'm going to go over and I'm going to call to him.
Yep, he turns towards you and he's sprinting towards you. Half sprinting, half staggering. It looks like he's been running for hours.
It's definitely Toritaka. Okay, then.
You see that his kimono has been torn. The big gashes in the side of it.
Right, okay. Great big monster then. Okay, yeah, I will... I guess I'll just go straight to healing. Where is it?
He staggers up to you and sort of grabs you at the front of the kimono. He's completely exhausted. Shadowlands, they're coming.
Oh,
See, this I like.
yeah, okay, path to inner peace. It's a mastery level 1, it's water, which means it's ring 2, so 3K2.
Target number is 10.
Target number is 10. Okay, I'm not going to do any raises.
And who's betting that those two guys rode off to fight
23.
the shadows? The shadow beasts.
So, heal wounds equal to amount spent. Oh, wait. Uh,
1d10.
Oh, 1d10. Okay, yeah. For some reason, it doesn't say D10 on my notes. Okay, roll
You can
1.
take additional raises to get additional d10s.
Yeah. 5.
Okay, his wounds kind of close over, though there's still blood stains on the side of his clothing.
Well, it's not going to get rid of the bloodstains, is it?
No.
But so long as he's not bleeding out anymore. I call for someone to get him into the inn.
We don't have time. They're no more than half an hour behind me.
Oh, for fucking hell, you let them right here, didn't you?
Good.
God damn it.
Nobody presents and goes to
Finally, some combat.
Niku, fetch my armor. I want to get fucking suited up.
You've just been handling your Tetsubo the whole time, haven't you?
Fondling the motherfucking thing.
Fondling it, yeah.
So I guess I run into the inn where my bow is, right? And tell the innkeeper to get the peasants to safety.
Fuck the peasants.
Well, I don't have any armor.
This is our village. Where are we supposed to go?
In your huts, damn it!
Batten down the hatches.
Batten down the huts.
You best start believing in
I would take calls
cliffhangers,
with your children.
because we're about to get one.
your call. Do you want to go with this now, or let it sit until next week?
I
guess we
don't
could go with
mind.
it a little bit, couldn't we?
Hmm?
Could we go with it a
This is
little
pretty
bit?
much the final scene.
Ah,
Okay, sure. Let's. Yeah,
Yeah.
if everyone else is up for it, then yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
fuck it. Let's go for it.
See this bitch.
let's do combat. We're all gonna die. Yay!
Hooray!
Fuck you, have a Tetsubo and heavy armor.